Wow, I really hope I am like all of you women someday. This is really inspiring and amazing to be here. And if anybody tries to stop us, make a big stink about it and put it on TV. And also I've learned from Glendora that a little bit of humor goes a long way. So thank you, and thank you, Glendora, for teaching me.
I regret to inform you that this month's clairvoyance meeting has been canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. A midget fortune teller escaped from jail, and the headline in the newspaper was small, medium, and large.
Activism were many lawsuits over 20 years brought into the courts, and I found out that the judges were crooked, and the lawyers were corrupt, and the clerks were lying. So that was the next activism, to sue judges on the basis that they perjured their oath to support the Constitution of the United States.
Have patience and indulgence towards the people. Take off your hat to nothing, known or unknown, or to any man or number of men. Go freely with powerful, uneducated people, and with the young and with mothers or families. Read these leaves in the open air every season of every year of your life.
Where I have worked with women and children and adults, handicapped people, workers in factories, people in Europe. I've got a chance to work with women after World War II.
We older women are able to do what the younger, more and more women are now in the labor force. We can be on the picket lines, we can be demonstrating, we can be out there. And we also have the abilities we've learned in organizing unions and being workers. And I think that we demonstrate the importance of being involved in making a better world. It not only is important in making the world, it's important in making you and giving you a longer life.
Here to introduce our next Lemlich recipient, Julio Rosario Torres.
7 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren. Julia, congratulations.
Not only that, but I come in after not having visited, because I had visited many times in my adult life, even brought my young granddaughter, who's here present, around. But I have not been back here since every model, and to walk in and be in this program next to the exhibit of activism, I'm awed, and I'm saying, that is my Lord who has guided my steps and literally sometimes pushed me into activism.
It's true that it takes a village to raise our families. And I come from the village of Chinatown and the Lower East Side. And Marian Tom really grew up in this village and has been one of the key people in this community who has really given a lot of support to our families, to the community, to housing issues, and to everything that's going on.
And growing up, there was a lot of discrimination against Asians, and I said, this has got to be for me, you know. So anyway, I was walking with Sandy Feldman one day, and I said, Sandy, I said, you know, they're trying to organize this group. I said, I really want to be, you know, involved with it. So she said, well, let me think about it. So then, you know, she submitted my name, and so I've been involved since, was it 1991, and I ran the New York chapter for about 17 years. But I've made many friends, and it's been, you know, really great. It's been, you know, inspirational, you know, to see, you know, Asians united.
Her pioneering work includes training women for industry and unions, the Institute of Women and Work, and the Latin Leadership Center. Her activism includes chair of New York State Apprenticeship and Training Council and involved in the 1963 March on Washington. She is relentless in her commitment to women and social work and to the trade union movement. And with that, I'm going to introduce you. I'm sure you all know it, right?
But more exciting yet, and an avatar of the future, is that women who are organizing, immigrant women, and women in low-wage occupation, organizing themselves in non-traditional organizations, like Domestic Workers Alliance, the restaurant opportunities, the taxi drivers, the workers' centers for immigrants. Look at them. Almost all of them are women. These are the Clara Lemlichs of the future. They represent her spirit carried on. I'm so thankful to be included in this circle.
I feel as though, how did that happen? We just do this. And the people I know who are here also just do this. You figure out, why should the barber shop at Penn State not cut the hair of a black student? That was a very long time ago, you know. And we went down and talked with them and ultimately had a very small picket line. Didn't have to be long, and it was fine. I think that was one of the most aggressive, but there were obviously many more. But that's the kind of thing you think about.
And I am proud to present the Clara Lemlich Award to her. Had she been of the same generation, Natalie and my mother together would have been comrades in solidarity. Well deserved, Natalie.
With so much marvelous and moving inspiration coming from the audience that there's not very much I can say except that I'm enormously honored, enormously honored. I felt as a young woman the difficulties facing women. Since I'm along in age, as you can tell, we really have turned things around. We women have turned things around. And it's very exciting to be part of a group that has clearly done it. That doesn't mean we're finished. Don't worry, we still will have lots of people to keep an eye on, lots of politics and politicians and governments that will need our wisdoms. And I'm enormously honored to be part of this group.
And I just want to say we at the Clemson Foundation are so honored to be here for these wonderful women who have spent their lives in the things that we believe in and have worked hard to see that activism doesn't die but is continued constantly, and hopefully we'll pass it on to our children and grandchildren, and certainly having this wonderful group here, we'll see that it goes on. Thank you.
Single greenback, there's 100 fighting cents. So sang the pennies, so sang the pennies. We're a heads-up bunch of fellas, and we won't be turning tail. We don't get much on the market, but our souls are not for sale. And we won't be going and jingling down a crooked two-bit trail.